Tariffs and TikTok are two of your April 2nd DC Daily headlines. President Trump's worldwide tariffs start today, but which countries will be tariffed and how high will the tariffs be? We still don't know. Tariffs on China, steel and aluminum, and some imports from Canada and Mexico are already in effect. 25% tariffs on all imported cars and parts are expected, with President Trump saying he, quote, couldn't care less about higher prices on cars because it will lead to more made in the USA purchases, although currently there is no such thing as an all-American made car. The president's tariff announcement happening at 3 p.m. Central Time, streaming live and free on Fox Local. TikTok is set to disappear here in the States again in just 3 days. President Trump set to meet today about potential buyers to divest TikTok from its parent company in China. President Trump has floated the idea of lower tariffs for China to encourage the government to sign off on a sale or possibly extend the sale deadline by a second time. Voters in the swing state of Wisconsin electing a Democratic-backed candidate to the state's Supreme Court that will consider abortion rights and congressional redistricting. In Florida, Republicans won both special elections for U.S. House Representatives, giving Republicans a slightly larger advantage in that chamber. In the Senate, New Jersey Democratic Senator Cory Booker breaking a 68-year record for the longest filibuster ever on the Senate floor by nearly an hour, speaking for 25 hours and 4 minutes to protest President Trump's agenda. Over in the House, Speaker Johnson pausing all votes this week to keep representatives from voting on allowing lawmaker parents with newborns to vote by proxy while on leave to care for their new babies. All right, coming up in less than 12 hours, we're expecting to hear from President Trump to announce the tariffs that he's referring to as Liberation Day.
Well, that follows election results in 3 key races yesterday in Florida and Wisconsin. Doug Luzader is live from Washington for us. Morning, Doug.
Good morning. The White House has really been playing this day up. We know the president will talk about what he calls reciprocal tariffs as a debate continues over the economic impact. The markets haven't liked all this uncertainty, but President Trump is already promising that new tariffs today are the key to U.S. prosperity.
I think it's going to be something that's going to bring a lot of wealth back to our country, tremendous wealth back to our country, actually.
The precise numbers are still unclear, but the president is describing these new tariffs as reciprocal, charging other countries largely what they charge us. That's on top of new tariffs on cars, steel, and aluminum.
Let's be clear. Donald Trump's tariffs are a tax hike on American families.
Democrats say consumers will foot the bill. Economists will closely keep an eye on inflation.
There's an uncertainty that people are expressing to us, which is tinged with a fear. They don't want to go back to the kind of inflationary environment that we had in 21 and 22, and we're just going to have to see how this plays out.
And to the people of Wisconsin, thank you.
Today's announcement comes after a big win for Democrats in Wisconsin. A liberal judge easily won a state Supreme Court seat there in what had become the most expensive judicial race in history. There were billionaires on both sides, including Elon Musk, who had pushed for a conservative win to change the court's balance.
This is Trump country.
Florida, on the other hand, was a different story, as Republicans fended off Democratic challengers to hold on to 2 U.S. House seats. The margins in Florida, though, were tighter than usual for Republicans, who won despite being outspent by Democrats in both of those races. Back to you guys.